I've been thinking about this for a while now. Something in my heart I've been wanting to share with the world. Just noticing it more. Around 40, something changes inside of a man. It doesn't happen overnight, not with a big event, but the background noise in your head starts to shift. The questions you used to answer easily or ignore don't go away as quickly anymore. You've done what the world asks men to do. Study, work, provide, show up. Maybe you've built a family, a house, a routine that mostly works. On the outside, it looks marvelous. Inside, though, there's a low hum, a sense that the ladder you climbed was real, but the view from the top isn't quite what you pictured. Not bad, just thinner somehow. I felt it myself a few years back, and I started seeing it in other men too. Not the loud stories, the quiet ones. The friend who jokes about needing a new hobby but never quite starts one. The colleague who's good at his job but talks about it like it's someone else's life. The guy who retired early and within a year or two looked like part of him had checked out. Not sick, just absent. Studies point to the same pattern. Life satisfaction often dips in the 40s and early 50s for a lot of men. Not everyone, but enough that it shows up in surveys across countries. Suicide rates for middle-aged men stay stubbornly high in many places, not because life is objectively worse than before, but because the meaning that used to carry you forward starts to feel thin. You've arrived at the place you aimed for, and now the question is, what now? That's the shift I'm talking about. A season where comfort stops being enough and the soul starts asking for something heavier. We were built to build. Not just houses or careers or bank accounts, though those matter too. Men are meant to build order out of chaos, something that will outlast the day-to-day. Adam wasn't placed in the garden to sit still. He was given work. Prophets built arks, houses of worship, communities. Justice. The pattern is there in the older stories. A man's deepest design is to shape something, to leave the world with a little more order than he found it. But after 40, a lot of us drift into maintenance mode. We maintain the life we have instead of extending it. We protect what's already there instead of starting the next layer. And that maintenance, over time, starts to hollow a man out. Because he's disconnected from the part of himself that needs to create, to initiate, and to carry responsibility that matters. This is not about tearing everything down and starting over. It's not about chasing youth or reinventing yourself into someone louder. This is about remembering that you're still here for a reason, that the ache isn't a sign you're finished, but a signal you're being called back to building again. You're different now, wiser, with more scars, but still building. I've been sitting with this for a while, having conversations I used to avoid, asking myself what I'm actually leaving behind. Not money or status, but weight, presence, a spine that others can lean on when the wind comes. Over the next few videos, I want to walk through this slowly. No formulas, no 10-step plans, just looking at what happens when a man stops drifting and starts building again. I want to tell you why men are built to build. We'll discuss courage, then confidence and charisma, then the longer arc of legacy and spirit. If any of this feels familiar, you're not alone in it, and you're not too late. I'll talk to you in the next one.